Problems never ends. A continuous circle of mankind's nature. But problems left unattended causes even more problems ahead of us. We have traveled thousands of miles across different countries to prepare young future leaders ahead of a future that has not been shaped by them, but that which is filled with problems that only the skillful and a team of like minds
They
can
drink
solve.
the water like this. They
How
don't
can we
treat
prepare
it.
young future leaders to solve unattended problems that we have left behind, or perhaps may have caused?
You see graduates commence work without showing any form of initiative. They will sit on their seats saying they are waiting for you to come and give them something to do.
Some experts in the labor market feel that the young ones have failed to live up to the standard, while some think that it's about the system. What about the system?
The way we live is changing. The skills we need to survive is also changing. So it's critical for us in the education sector to continue to look at our curriculum and ask ourselves that, are we preparing the students for the world they're coming out into?
There has not been a major change in the educational system centuries before till now. Young future leaders still have to wait for teachers to tell them what to do before they critically think about the next thing to do, and then they just soak it up to pass written exams without critically applying these theories into real-world problems. But with the rise of artificial intelligence, the system just gotta be problem-based. But what is it? There are lots of ways to approach problem-based learning, but there are always at least 5 key components that makes it complete. First is real-world connection. Second is structural collaboration. Third is student-driven process. And the fourth is personalized skill development. The last key component is multidisciplinary and behavioral assessment.
In today's world, learning can no longer be confined within the 4 words. It has to breathe, engage and connect with real people, real problem and real solution. That is the power of problem-based learning. Transforming classrooms into ecosystem of impacts. Its challenges allow our students to connect directly to the world beyond school. From local communities to international partnership, to engage the students with professionals, mentors and peers.
2004 stroke 2005. Okay, what do you think that this your chart illustrates? Have anyone figured it out?
It shows the difference, the connection between the use of disabled devices and the number of people who get diarrhea and typhoid.
Okay, it's nice.
And collaboration sits at the heart of this process. And here, no one works alone. Every voice matters. Every idea being valued, tested, refined, and built upon. Students learn the strength of teamwork, discovering that the best outcome comes from shared effort, respect, and diverse perspectives.
So we identified a problem in our class, which is the sound interference during class video lessons. Because of the problem was too many interference of sound wave coming from a student's PC that they don't have a headset or use a headset, creating noise in the class. So we brainstormed to design a single sound system to help reduce the noise.
It's a student-driven process, so they get to think about a problem entirely by themselves in line with the semester roadmap or theme, and then research, design and come up with a solution that could solve the problem. For problem-based learning to be universal, we have to connect to the wider community of schools across different countries. There are other schools who have understood why this is important, and we are always open to connect with them and then work together, thus exposing these young minds across different countries to different problems that they can solve. It's all about collaboration after all.
You need to take all of this and you need to bring it together.
So I have to write down the aspects of the news broadcast.
You got it, exactly. So Qasim's got it. Qasim can give you some ideas on how.
Mentors need to ask very good questions, redirect if necessary, give hints and not answers, to make sure that they're actually probing into that sector of these young innovators' mind. that actually controls their critical thinking process. And that's such a great skill to master for all our experts or mentors in this program. But most importantly, your students take control of their learning process, give feedback to their mentors or updates, checkpoint by checkpoint as they journey throughout the stages of their semester project.
Over here we have this design that we need, this situation. It has been logged in our logbook. So we made this design because we found out that our cone was likely to go slant. So we made it so that our coil will stay inside, surrounding the magnets, and the cone will be able to make the cone move vertically. So with this, our design that we made first, we have to change because this will have to stay in this part while the coil is surrounding the magnets inside of it, and the audio cable will have to move up. Then the cone will be on top so that we're able to move vertically. So this design is unique because it cannot be found in any other type of speaker. So
personalized skill development is one of the most critical key components of every problem-based learning system. In this case, these young innovators are connected with professionals from different fields in the labor market who shares the same vision with us to help them acquire a wide variety of skills to break through in the labor market. One of the catalysts to our success is that we understand that every human is unique with different skill sets, and hence our automated system allows us to analyze and optimize their strengths and not their weaknesses. And every semester program must start with that critical aspect of creating a well-structured team for these young innovators to thrive. And that means giving them roles aligned with their identified strengths. And as they progress, they get to learn from their teammates and finally overcome their weaknesses and also improve their emotional intelligence, as these roles are never permanent and we always change. We normally have an annual STEAM Olympic program where we get to have young innovators across different countries sometimes share their design solutions to the problems that they have identified and worked on throughout the year. And it could be any school, any institution that understands the need for problem-based learning. And these exhibitions could be from arts, business, science, engineering, just anything that life throws at them.
Designing our purification system for us, water purification system, and this is the previous one we did.
Sometimes they end up designing an electronic device, prototype, or a mobile industrial water treatment plant that will need advanced machines that we have that could transform that solution or design to a commercial product. And that's what we want.
So at Innovation Labs, we have multiple programs. Now, all the programs focus on community service, learning technology, and problem solving. Some of the equipment that we can use are VEX equipment from VEX Robotics, Lego Mindstorm systems, Arduinos. A lot of benefits for joining Innovation Lab. First of all, you have access to equipment that you're probably not going to find other places. But along with this, you have instructors at the lab that will be able to help you when you have a problem. Another nice thing about this is you're working in an environment where other people are working on projects similar as yours, right? You can exchange ideas and you could learn other equipment that's not part of what you're doing right now. Maybe one of the biggest things is this is now a new career path. Students that excel in the program will have a chance to become an instructor themselves.
Team Phoenix, success, what have your team gathered so far? What materials do you have in store?
These are materials we have gotten for our solar design, but we have not gotten our solar satellite dish, solar burner, and the alarm thermometers. So we have 22 hardware frames and 100 connectors.
Of this works this time. Have we tried to check if the robot can
Okay, this is our motor, our DC generator, which will add to the wind turbine we are designing. So we need to add gears so
the wind turbine can spin more faster.
For problem-based learning to be fully implemented and these behaviors measured, there has to be a scope, an expectation, checkpoints, their timelines, their ability to control the project process, and their project-based performance has to be analyzed in real time. To clarify, these multidisciplinary and behavioral assessments are measurements of their application of professional skills, efficiency, and diligence to work, and not tests, no exams. And they are not quite different from the set of criteria used in testing the proficiency of employees in the labor market.
We discussed the engineer's notebook, which is where we plan our designs. Under that, we also discussed the design plan. The first step in having a design plan is challenging yourself, which is talking about or discussing what you want to build. In today's lesson, our challenge was to create a robot which moves 2 meters in a straight line.
I would like to thank the CCS program organizers, which includes Mr. Ravi, Mrs. Tony, and not forgetting Mr. Win, who gave us the opportunity to learn and develop our skills more better. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
We designed so many circuits such as the buzzer, the tail switch, traffic light system, and most importantly, our anti-theft system we designed not lack of it. I want to use this time to express my heartfelt gratitude to CCSU and the organizer, Mr. Rafi, Mrs. Tony, and Mr. Wayne for giving us the opportunity to take part in this program.
Real connection sits at the core of our work and that of any next generation educational system. It kind of takes that ownership of the learning process back to the students and then prepares them for the world outside the school environment. And we want you to be part of this. We want your kids to be part of this. Join us soon.